Nick is gonna love this one.
I don't think so.
There's a comparison that's going around that's kind of like ruffling some feathers.
You ready for this?
And it is the pay disparity between the highest paid WNBA player.
Why would I love this?
Wait.
And the highest paid fitness coach?
No.
Lowest paid NBA player.
No, even worse. Okay, so look at this. The Denver Nuggets mascot makes $625K a year.
Really?
So much.
Yeah.
The mascot.
Mascot. Are you kidding?
$625K a year.
Did he just get punched in the face by Conor McGregor?
Is it the Denver Nuggets mascot?
Yeah, he did. He had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd rather watch the mascot during the halftime show than the actual basketball game.
All right. A lot of people have that opinion, honestly.
Yeah.
The highest paid WNBA player makes $228K.
All right, you know what? I have a question. They're not doing apples to apples. Okay?
No, yeah.
All right, here's the question. What is the highest paid cheerleader in the NBA?
I don't believe.
Are they getting more or less than the WNBA
It might
player?
be like 50 grand maybe.
Yeah.
See? The WNBA player is making more than the cheerleader.
That's apples.
Wait,
to
what?
apples.
Because it's like you can't do a mascot and a woman. That's not the same thing.
Well, the comparison is
It's a woman to woman.
yeah.
And then one is an athlete and one is a dance athlete. It's a dathlete.
Yeah. But then it had like certain WNBA players tweeting, "I can learn to be a mascot."
That's funny.
If they make it your size, maybe.
Yeah.
But again, it's
All for that, sweetheart.
still within that that pay gap disparity of where it's based on the money that comes in.
Yeah.
Denver Nuggets are rolling in dough right
Just won
now,
the championship too.
so they are going to pay any affiliate of the company a lot.
Is the person writing the article complaining?
No, I think they're trying to stoke complaining.
The way that I see things is like, instead of complaining, learn from models that have been successful. So in the UFC, Ronda Rousey has been able to get paid way more than any of their male fighter, like probably 90% of them.
Great example.
So how do we get WNBA, like what's the marketing strategy or business strategy? How do we get that like that?
And also too, to piggyback off Bart's, the UFC ring girls, male MMA fighters have made the same complaint about the UFC ring girls making more money than the actual MMA fighters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because sometimes the purse is lower than what they're paid to be there, right?
Exactly. But when you look at the UFC ring girls, they're such a big part of the brand of the UFC and the whole experience to the whole show.
Right.
And they always like acknowledge the ring girls as like the celebrities of like
Because they all
MMA
make six
fight.
figures and above, and then some of the starting fighters will only make like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then you extrapolate that to maybe the mascot of the Denver Nuggets. It's like they're a giant. Well, I don't know about. Well, now this year they've definitely been really big because they won the championship. They're the number one team in the West, which is the most competitive division.
Conference.
Conference, right? And then you have the mascot who's like.
Who can also dunk, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Doesn't he do like a halftime show? He's like running up and down the fucking.
It's not just a guy just fucking around. Like this guy has actual skills.
Yeah.
And he can die what he's doing.
He
what he's
gets
doing.
punched in the face.
Conor McGregor, you went to the hospital, dude.
I can't even dunk without a mask on, costume on.
But also, it goes back to what Bart said. It's the NBA is a way bigger market than the WNBA, unfortunately. But that's just what the numbers are.
The question is, how do we get more people to go to WNBA games?
Well, I feel like the players have to be willing to like change. They don't want to change shit.
They don't wanna change
all
nothing,
of the interviews.
yeah.
They're like, oh, we don't want to change the height of the basket because I've been shooting on like a 10-foot all my life, even though.
But Shaq recommended it. Remember, Shaq brought it up.
That's what he said. I didn't say it. Shaq
Start
said it.
dunking. Like if they
just more exciting.
Yeah, they could just play.
Because it's entertainment, even though it is athleticism, it is entertainment, right? So like, Yeah.
No, sorry, I was gonna say there's no WNBA player who's waving her gun on Instagram Live like Ja Morant is. Like, think about all the news that
So
goes
you need
on.
more capers surrounding the league.
Well, you think about all the biggest players in the NBA. They all have some sort of controversy. They all have
Honestly, you
something
need
is
drama.
up. You need drama,
Because
and I
drama
feel
sells and drama is free
the
marketing.
WNBA they're squeaky clean. I feel like a lot of the best basketball players. Like, I can't tell you who the best WNBA player is, but I can tell you who the best MMA women's fighter
Maybe
is.
they would benefit from having a narrative builder like the MMA has.
Yeah,
Or WWE.
yeah.
Imagine that.
I mean, that'd be great.
Because sports fans, like, we don't watch it. And I was having this conversation with a client of mine. She was talking about, like, oh yeah, like, my husband always gets mad at me for watching reality TV shows. And I was making the point that sports is just male reality,
Right.
but just in
Yeah.
the form of something else,
Right.
Because it's like what
the
people
same
want to talk
shit.
about is like, how is LeBron going to play against the finals with a torn ACL or whatever? Like, how is he going to perform? Is he getting too old? Like, all these questions we care about, we want to hear.
It's like keeping up with the Khabibs.
Exactly. Oh, dude, what? I'd watch that show. You kidding me?
Rock solid.
Oh,
Wrestled another bear today.
I start my beard growing out right now.
No, yeah, I agree.
There is a lack of that potentially. Maybe that's where they could start, where they can get more
What
eyes on
happens,
it.
like, what would be cool is like if we can get everybody who's like, what if this happened? If you complained about the pay disparity, you automatically get your card charged for season passes to WNBA games.
That'd be tight.
That'd
Well,
be
most
tight.
of the people that are complaining they're not even into sports.
They're not even going to the
I
game.
mean, there was this one street interview, right? And then this guy asked a bunch of girls, they were like, so do you guys know who Floyd Mayweather is? And they're like, yeah, he's that boxer. Yeah, so if he identified as a woman, do you think it would be fair if he starts fighting in the women's league? And then they're like, yeah, completely. They're like, women can be just as strong as men. All those girls look unathletic. They don't look like they've ever played sports. It's just in
Why are they writing
theory.
death sentences for
This is the thing. So I
That
think
guy would kill a guy.
That's the issue is people that have nothing, no knowledge, just imagine that, yeah, this girl's the same size, she has the same strength. Like they don't even know, they're just making decisions. And then so the people that are complaining about most of this stuff, I truly believe it's coming from ignorant folks that have no idea. Like women that are in the sport are probably embarrassed of some of the other complaints coming from fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So like, and I also think like the argument of like gender discrimination and like income disparity, right? A lot of it is rooted in outdated ideas of how men view women. For example, like it was rooted in truth because there was a time when they're like, oh, girls aren't allowed to work in this field because they're just not smart enough or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But we've gone long past that point. It's about economics and practicality. What company doesn't want a high-performing individual to make money for them?
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? Whether it's male or female, they want the most effective method to extract the most income out of this person's performance. These people are still stuck, the people that are making this argument are still stuck on men don't like women and don't respect women, therefore they won't pay women the same rate, which is a very
Victim mindset.
not only victim but a very incorrect
Yeah.
mentality of how companies work. Like that was true during the 1930s, but we've gone way past that point and companies just want the best way to make income. So, for example, in the NBA, right, like it's making a ton of money so they can pay their athletes X amount of dollars. These people don't understand basic economics. If the company's making $100, how can they pay the player $1,000? It doesn't make sense. But that's what they don't understand is like, if the company's not making anything and they're losing money, how are they gonna even survive opening? But they deserve more pay, is what they say, right? So it's
I don't care. You just got to pay them more somehow.
Yeah.
right.
And then you look at all the big stars in the NBA. Why are they big stars? They sell tons of jerseys. They
sell merch.
ball out. They're
Tickets.
dropping 50 points a night. They're exciting. They have storylines behind them. And I feel like that's not out of the realm of possibility for the WNBA to have just like, say there's just one girl who's just a fucking star.
Phenom, yeah.
Yeah, who just talks shit to everybody, you know. Like, no, but honestly, like, because people want to kind of see that shit. Like, why is Ronda Rousey
do.
popular? When Ronda Rousey came to the MMA, and she was fighting in a different promotion that's not the UFC, Dana White, the president of the UFC, was like, we will never have women's MMA fighters. We will never have that. That's just not what we're going to do.
Wow.
He saw her fight one night and saw the pop that she brought out and all the fans that came out and all the excitement that she brought, and he goes, all right, we're going to make a division, and we're going to put Ronda Rousey as she's going to fight for the title. Like, it was just that simple. It was clear, like, she has something. I have a use for her. And once she started losing, what happens? She doesn't fight in the UFC anymore. She goes to WWE.
I heard she's making more money in WWE
Yeah,
than
definitely.
she did in WFC.
Definitely.
Yeah, because she's still doing what people want to see.
Exactly.
What's that one chick that was that got popped for marijuana and she couldn't?
Brittany Griner.
No. She
Brittany.
track star.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
With the braids.
Richardson, was her last name
Yeah.
Richardson or something?
But just a little bit of drama. Every single celebrity comes out and backs her.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, everyone,
Yeah,
right?
do her, yeah.
And then boom, she gets like I think a Nike contract. Like you need to add a little bit more of that excitement to grow the sport. And I think everyone in that's part of the discussion is probably too sport focused.
Yeah.
Like our basketball is just as good. How come they don't watch it? And,
Yeah,
but you need the whole package. Like what?
You know what I think it is? It's like Olympics versus NBA or NFL or like any of the actual major sports that are happening like every year. It's entertaining. There's a whole like industry behind it. Whereas the Olympics, it's more like, yeah, you're just watching it for that sport.
Exactly.
But then it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, like men's France basketball.
Yeah.
They probably make even less than the WNBA.
Yeah,
No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Why make people give a fuck?
Like, why do we care? Why do we pay attention to the 100-meter sprint? Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Right. Like, we watch that because we want to see this guy who doesn't talk much, but who's exceptional.
you want to
who's
see
a
the guy
phenom.
that fucking sprints
You
and
wanna
then
watch that?
looks at second place. And you're like, oh, shit.
I mean, Michael Phelps, right? It's not because he was a man that he was. It's because he's a phenom.
Yeah.
It's crazy what he
It's
does.
a story.
He's winning 15 gold medals. Like, that's insane. He's gonna break the record of like Mark Spitz, or whatever his freaking name.
I think like anything, it's just such a common sense solution to me. It's like if you really believe that something should earn more money, give your money to the thing.
And talking
I've
about
been to more WNBA games than most women I know. I've been to like 8.
That's why I've been to none, because I don't believe in that.
I've been to none. So.